So I wanted to make this video about leprechauns because I saw an interesting video. It talked about the first cases where in Ireland they were having encounters with leprechauns. The first guy, I can't remember his name. It does sound familiar, but I guess it really doesn't matter. It's not that important. But the leprechauns were little people that were dressed in red, not green. The first guy that caught one, he caught one, and then he disappeared for a couple days. He came back and 3 of his fingers were cut off. He was freaked out. Wouldn't tell anybody what happened. Then his farm completely went to shit. Nothing grew at all. All of his livestock died. 1 year from the event, they found him hanging in his barn. And they put it down to, it's financial problems. A couple other things started to happen. Always stories of people in red. Somebody started covering it up. Anytime there would be a story that would come forth, they would poo-poo it. They would write it off as something else. Almost like very similar to the UFO phenomenon. You know, they make you out to be crazy unless your story was in line with the jolly version. They started making a jolly version. The leprechaun that we think of today. The little green guy looking nice. Lucky Charms and shit. They were never Lucky Charms. They were always fucking wicked and evil. Like in the Leprechaun movie. The first movie for Jennifer Aniston. FYI. In case you didn't know. So, there would usually be a lot of people disappear. Sometimes it was kids. And there was a couple of instances where they found a underground little setup with a bunch of little handprints, and they found that these aren't children's handprints, and some sort of alphabet written all over the cave walls, and depictions of human suffering. And then they said there was that first place, they said that there was a landslide and it took it out. They found another site. There was limited pictures of it. The same thing, the handprints, the language, and it had a big altar stone in the middle, and it was just real wicked. And everybody involved in it dies. A horrible death. The people said they could see the little people in the background watching them. And anytime you try to put out the truth on it, same story. They would fucking gaslight you. Act like, oh no, you're crazy, you're drunk, you're fucked up. And meanwhile, still, people are killed. There were some kids that disappeared on the western coast of Ireland. And then one day they came walking out of the sea. And the kids couldn't remember anything. They were real anemic. And they never would go back near the ocean ever again in their life. So what the fuck is that? What kind of creature is that? The wee folk. Now maybe they're not always evil, but you can't fuck with them. You can't fuck with them. You know who else lost their fingers dealing with something like that? That guy, that geologist guy that, I can't remember his name. Damn, I'm bad with names. But he went under Dulce and had a alien shoot him with a laser beam, and he lost some of his fingers. And then later he was choked to death with a catheter cord, and they said it was suicide. I think his name's Philip something. Can't think of his name right now. Doesn't matter. It sounds like a little devil. A little devil. Hat men, well dressed. They're still well dressed, but they got teeth like an animal. They found some of the skeletons in one of those places, and they've covered all this stuff up. We've got a real problem with our own people selling us out in this world. I don't know if they're under a spell. Could be. You know, beings like that are notoriously able to put you in an enchantment and you not know what the fuck's going on. And they do it. They do it. Other than that, I was kind of shocked by it, you know. I was shocked to find out that the people, their own people, would be doing that to them. When something happens, they know certain things. One of the reasons why they, come here, kitty. What's up, dude? Come over here. One of the things that they do. What's up, man? Come here, dude. That's my homie. Look at this guy. Battle cat. Right. I wish he was about 4 foot tall. Wish I could ride him like He-Man. I have the power! You know what I'm saying? He-Man's cat was a pussy. I forgot what his name was too. Damn. I can't remember nothing. I don't remember the cat's name. I have the power! I have the power! Man, that's janky, right? That's fucking janky. What are you gonna do? You're gonna send it to your friends.